Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful has Hope Logan turning her nose up, down and sideways when Daphne Rose walks in the door on the CBS soap. Hope has no idea that this woman with the famous nose is a plant to ruin her relationship with Carter Walton. That is because Steffy Forrester keeps her ploy secret. But there's one thing the Forrester daughter didn't factor into her plan. This manipulative cohort looks out for herself first. Bold and the Beautiful gets a few chuckles out of fans each time Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, enters a room. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, put their noses up and sniff the air in unison, much like hounds in a hunt for an elusive rabbit. So, before the visitor from France enters the room, you get a whiff of her first. But from what Hope and Carter say, it is an odor that puts you in a trance. But there's more to Daphne than just getting a whiff of her. Hope Logan idolizes the woman, and Daphne seems to eat that up. There is one thing we know about Daphne Rose while watching her on Bold and the Beautiful. We see that she is her own biggest fan. She believes she is special, and everyone around her reinforces this with constant praise. This week we saw her flirt with Carter. He became so flustered that he stuttered while trying to talk to her. But it is Hope Logan who seems to be an even bigger fan than Carter or even Steffy, for that matter. Daphne is partnered up with Forrester Creations, but before this, she secretly connived with Steffy for her ploy against Hope. But things may soon change. This woman with the noise for smell thinks she's a valued new member at FC this week on Bold and the Beautiful, and she is, for Hope Logan and Carter Walton. But for Steffy, that's not something she's too interested in. She was dead against SC expanding into other lines. So her so-called friend is nearly a means to the end of this takeover. So far on Bold and Beautiful, Hope Logan and Steffy agree on a few things regarding Daphne. They both see her as smart, beautiful, and a magician when conjuring up scents. While Hope wants her at Forrester Creations for her talent, Hope's rival uses her friendship with the visitor from France to break up Hope and Carter. So, despite going along with Steffy's plan, Daphne seems very invested in her fragrance being a big seller as part of a new line at FC. But if she gets wind of how the Forresters do not want to expand, Daphne may see her place there as temporary once the Forrester family regains control. So this smart, beautiful, and cunning young woman may turn the tables. She may see a better chance of success in the future in the hands of Hope Logan and Carter Walton. Hope Logan's genuine admiration of Daphne may change things for the lady with the mesmerizing scent. The Logan daughter's quirky demeanor around Daphne may seem endearing. So if Daphne thinks Steffy might cancel her partnership once her family is back in control, Hope Logan could become her new best friend on the CBS soap. Hope Logan has always been the golden girl of the Bold and the Beautiful, the beacon of morality, kindness, and unwavering optimism. But lately, something's changed. Her once steady and predictable demeanor has been replaced by erratic choices, quirky habits, and an almost whimsical approach to life. While some see this as Hope unraveling, others wonder, has she finally tapped into her truest self? Could this newfound eccentricity actually be her lifeline in a world that has repeatedly sought to break her? For years, Hope has carried the weight of her mother Brooke Logan's infamous reputation, striving to be everything her mother wasn't. Unlike Brooke, Hope clung to the idea of purity in love and loyalty, even when it led to heartbreak after heartbreak. But the Hope Logan of today? She's making unexpected decisions, embracing spontaneity, and even indulging in a level of unpredictability that has left both fans and the characters around her stunned. From her sudden fascination with unconventional hobbies, like tarot reading and painting abstract art, to her newfound taste for vintage fashion and free-spirited adventures, Hope's change in behavior has been as fascinating as it has been concerning. But is this merely a phase, or is she reclaiming her narrative? Hope's transformation didn't happen overnight. It began with subtle changes, shifting her stance on relationships, challenging the expectations placed on her, and making choices that weren't always logical but felt right to her. It was as if she had finally shaken off the shackles of the Logan legacy and stepped into her own light. Her relationship with Thomas Forrester has been one of the biggest indicators of her shift. Once adamantly opposed to him due to his past misdeeds, Hope found herself drawn to him, not just physically, but emotionally. For years, she was the woman who forgave but never truly let herself stray from her path of righteousness. Now, she's walking down a different road, one paved with risk, passion, and uncertainty. And surprisingly, she seems to be thriving. Hope's new outlook might just be her defense mechanism against the pain she has endured. From Liam's never-ending waffling between her and Steffi to her father Deacon's questionable loyalties, Hope has spent much of her life waiting for people to change for her. Perhaps her new quirks, unpredictable decisions, and spontaneous nature are all part of a new strategy, one that doesn't involve waiting, but rather taking charge of her own fate. If her past heartbreaks taught her anything, it's that being the good girl doesn't always lead to a happy ending. Maybe she's finally rewriting the script, playing a role that no one saw coming. Hope Logan, the unpredictable wildcard. While some characters, particularly Brooke and Liam, have been worried about her erratic choices, others, like Thomas and even Deacon, seem to understand that Hope's quirks might be exactly what she needs to survive in a world that has constantly tested her limits. Hope isn't spiraling, she's evolving. And perhaps this evolution is her key to freedom. No longer just the sweet, innocent woman who gets walked over, Hope is stepping into something bolder, more fearless, and, dare we say, more beautiful. With the bold and the beautiful universe constantly shifting, one thing is certain: Hope Logan's quirks might not just be a phase. They might just be her greatest strength yet. And if the world isn't ready for this new version of her, well, that's their problem, not hers.